Okay, hello, Speakons. We're back. Another episode again. I believe this is episode number 6. Welcome to Mindrev, Mind Revolution. We are trying to revolutionize the minds of the young now. That's why we have this show. And we are featuring important slash controversial slash intellectual and what have you na mga tao para sa ikabubuti ng mga pagsiwalat ng mga katotohanan. Yung mga utak, lalo na sa mga saradong utak, at yung mga nana dyan, yung mga madali ma-offend at madali masaktan. Good luck to you guys sa show ko. Sukatan na to ng pagkatao natin. Ladies and gentlemen, a rebel, a very controversial person, a journalist, a professor, a writer, street, what do you call this?
Parliamentarian.
The street parliamentarian person in the Philippines na super ano to guys. This guy, I have not met any guy who is matapang na ganito, yung ganitong klaseng tapang. Hindi yung tapang na yung tara sapahan tayo, hindi ganun eh. Tapang in heart, soul, and mind to, guys. I met this wonderful man years ago, like super years ago. But now I have him as a guest because I want to share what's in his mind. But it's him, okay? We want to know what he has in his mind about things. That's why I want to feature him, because I want you guys to judge it yourselves. But let's listen to him, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Waldy Carbonell. Thank you so much, Tito. Thank you for being here. I love the Barong.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. I really prepared this for you.
Thank you so much.
I don't know why I have to impress you.
You don't have to.
Yeah, but I think you were impressed.
Yeah, all the time. You don't face to amaze me.
Anyway, I'm glad to be here because I have also my own media outlet in order to reach out to as many people as possible.
Yes.
And help change their mindset. You know, our mindset is so reflective of what we are and what we are looking at the country, experiencing. That's why we have this kind of bulok presidency, because we have a bulok culture and we have this mindset of glamorizing even our votes. That's why this is the only country where people like Lito Lapid, Gilbert Estrada, Erab Estrada, Ramon Revilla are glorified to become leaders of this country, and not only that, to become legislators. They don't even know how to spell legislator, and they are there in the august halls of Congress and the Senate in order to help legislate laws that will directly affect the life of each and every Filipino on this 104 million constituency.
So Tito, you let's jump right into it since you already opened your mind about it. So Tito, you think all this is wrong? You think?
Well, I will not be generalizing on things,
Okay,
but
yeah.
what we can see and feel with our own senses,
Yeah.
so many things are wrong,
So many things are wrong.
and they are wrong in the wrong places.
Okay.
Like for instance, Malacanang. Here we are trying to endure what this guy from Davao City had been doing, all the abuses had been heaping on our people, our culture, our sense of dignity. We seem to bask with it. We seem to survive with it. And this is wrong. And we have to fight this. We have to revolt against it. And that's why I feel elated to be invited in this mind revolution struggle.
Yeah.
Because we have to revolt against this culture of impunity, killing, kabastusan, and the lack of respect to our basic laws, and giving visas. This is the only country where the invaders are given visas in order to invade us.
Okay.
The only country. And we are not proud of it. We should not be proud of it. We have to revolt if it is a sin or if it is a crime to call for a revolution let me be a criminal in calling a revolution. We need to change this culture. We need to hang this culprit called Duterte. We have to do something and save our country from perdition and ignominy.
Okay, Tito, this is that statement is beyond powerful. But being the host, I have to respect it, yeah? Because that's how it is. So we can converse and, para lumabas yan. So you're saying that because you have a show and you've been doing this, because I know I featured you already. You burnt the China flag in front of the Chinese embassy and so many other things. So you've been trying to do this, awaken the Filipino people, because it is wrong that they're surviving it and doing nothing. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
And then we have to awaken them to do what? What's the plan? What do you literally want? Do you just want them to listen to you? What do we want? What do we want?
I want them to show their disgust. I want them to protest. I want them to flood the internet cloud with their protest. No, Mr. Duterte, you idiot.
You think we can do this? You think it's possible to do it and change?
I always believe. Otherwise, I'll be silent like the rest.
Yeah.
Most Filipinos have been already been accustomed to giving up.
So
I am not giving up.
Yeah. So you think that being silent is actually also the highest form of crime here?
It's not the highest form of crime, but it is equal to the crime.
It's equal. Yeah. Sorry, equal to the crime of actually propagating it also, and then being silent about it. I read this somewhere. A philosopher said, if you're silent about something wrong, you're as good as someone who did it.
Yes, because
it's
you're
like
giving him a blessing.
Okay. So Tito, have you been in trouble about this? Like, has anyone done you any trouble because of speaking up like this about our president?
Oh yeah, many factors and many things in many ways have shown it, but it does not bother me.
Okay, no, but what's the worst thing that happened to you because of you speaking up about the president? The worst thing, nakulong ka na ba?
During martial law.
No, let's talk about now.
No.
Not yet. But
I will not be.
You will not be. Why are you saying this?
Because I will not let anybody jail me.
Oh, but what power have you against them? What if they just suddenly storm your house and you're captured because you broke the law? I don't know how.
So what victory can it give them? Kill my body?
Probably, or
the spirit.
It can.
My spirit will live beyond my body.
Okay, so you're not scared. You're not.
Well, I want to believe that a person who is scared and still do and pursue his belief is the real brave person.
Having fear naman is actually not a defeat. It's actually healthy to fear, but still
to conquer it is
still
better.
Move on.
It is an available victory to each and every one of us.
Okay, because I was talking to some of your children, and they told me that they're scared. They're scared for you, and they've been telling me this, that they're scared of what dad is gonna do. They're scared of because I know that you don't tell your family when you're going to do something. I know this. You're such a radical person. You don't tell them. I mean, hindi ka nagpapaalam, pero pinapaalam mo na, I'm here, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But they're already shocked kasi nandun ka na. How do you feel about it when your children are telling you, uy, dad, careful, blah, 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 ba't ganito, ba't ganyan, wag na. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm worried about them, but I'm more worried about my country.
Okay, again, say it again. You're worried about them, but you're more worried about your country. I feel you. Tito Waldi is actually a very emotional guy. Every time, I'll tell you something. When that flag thing happened, I was there. I was there in that morning. I was across the street. And inside the car, he was crying na. Dun ako na ano na ba, shit! Merong gantong tao na sobrang yung puso niya at kaluluwa niya for the country is fucking different. It's like a wife. It's like a child. It's like a best friend that you're... I mean, dude, guys, take away what he said about... I am outside this topic, but as a person, as a human being, I'm just seeing, how can somebody be this emotional and attached and very connected to a country? I'm so jealous. It's like, I wish, well, I will fight for the country too, but I don't think I can beat you with your soul and love for the country, with being like this, very emotional, and then for the country. I am so amazed. Like, but setting aside your differences with the president, just you being the Filipino that you are now, fighting for the country, I am so amazed. I mean, this is beyond what a Filipino can do. I wish Filipinos are...
With due respect, I don't have personal differences with this Duterte.
Okay.
With who do you call
So
it?
it's not personal.
Nothing personal.
Okay, it's country. It's, kumbaga gawin natin, it's technical.
Hindi ako
Technical
masamang
siya.
loob nung
Oo.
pinamon niya ako ng barilan.
Oo.
Sabi niya sasampalin niya ako.
Oo.
I only say very calmly, I said,
Okay.
please don't do that
Okay.
because I will
So-
make sample to you
Oh,
also.
oh. So Tito, if President Duterte enters this room now and sits beside you and talks to you calmly, man to man, you would, right?
Out of civility, yes.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah,
But
that's what I mean.
if I remember how much damage has done to this country, I will strangle him with my own hands.
Okay.
Pupupukin ko siya dito.
Okay. If you remember, but civil-wise, you would.
Of
talk to
course.
the guy. And what if he tells you, he apologizes to you and says that, I'm sorry, I heard you, I want to talk to you, let's do the plan let's do it, let's change the country. What if he says that? Yung tara, ibahin ko na yung ways ko, tapos usap tayong dalawa, let's help me, ganyan. What if,
I want a proof right away.
okay, so you would.
Yes.
If he would, you would.
Yeah.
You would be, as in, bati kayo kagad. Tapos, let's do na.
No,
Let's help it na.
I-prove niya muna.
Yeah. So, what if nakikita natin na, oo nga, magbabago siya ng buong plano niya, tapos makikinig siya na,
Pag makikita ko na may proof na,
Oo.
there's no need for us to be together.
Correct.
Because the proof,
Kumbaga, papabayaan mo na siya. Go
no,
na.
the proof that I need is, go kill yourself, you idiot.
Okay.
So, yun ang proof ko.
Okay.
So, we don't need to be friends with him,
Okay.
to be buddy, because the proof that I want is, you have to suffer the consequences. Not tomorrow, not a promise, today. You jump outside Mr. Speaks Loans.
Okay. Oh, not here. It's gonna be Edsa Trust right there outside if that happens. No, but okay. So you're really there. Nandyan ka na talaga sa point na yan. You're really that mad.
Nothing personal.
Yeah.
It is just treason.
Yeah.
Unforgivable.
Yeah. So, Tito, would it solve anything inside your heart if he quits?
Yes,
Okay.
that's a good start.
Okay, that's a good start. And then who do you think should sit down?
Let the people decide, honestly.
Okay.
But honestly,
But you lang. Honestly, you. Who do you think should sit down? Ikaw lang, kung ikaw tatanungin lang. In your opinion.
right now,
Yeah, right now.
sadly, halos wala.
Wala pa.
There is one man
Okay.
whom I think will qualify.
Can we drop his name?
Well, one of them would be Joma Sison,
Jomar Season. Okay.
Jose Maria Sison.
Oh, yeah.
He is the only living real patriot.
Okay, yeah.
Next
of the
one.
country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then there's another one.
Who?
Attorney Eli Velis Pamatong.
Attorney Eli Velis Pamatong.
Yeah.
Okay.
But both of them are not acceptable sa consciousness ng Filipino people.
Because they don't know about them.
They are so advanced and they're so unreal.
Okay.
Just like me.
Yeah,
Many
yeah.
people think that I am baliw.
Yeah, yeah. I heard it. I heard
Yeah.
so many, like, name it. They called you already that.
Yeah.
Just like me. They
But
so hate me.
I have a secret to share with you.
Sure, sure. Can we share it with everybody?
No. This is really true. I'm really baliw.
Oh. We all know it.
Yeah, it's a secret.
It's okay. So, guys, ano to so Tito, I want to interview that guy.
I'll set it up.
Okay. Yay. So, Tito, I feel you. So, you think may pag-asa to ng mabilis o yung pag-asa natin ng tagal pa to?
If we look at the experience of the Filipino, it took 400 years for him to wake up from his state of apathy, indifference, and from the quagmire of non-involvement. But with show like this, we can reduce the 400 years,
Yeah, we can
hopefully to 400 days.
yeah, we can. Actually, if we only unite and realize things and realize the worth of our country and us as a people, we can.
Oh.
I think, Tito, talaga the best way to start this is to awaken the young. That's really what it is. To awaken them. That's why I'm here, because I really want to awaken the young. Rudely, take note, rudely awaken the young. I don't want it to be nice. Kasi tama na yung nice, di gumagana eh. Ang tapang ng mga bata eh. Masyado ng matapang ng mga kabataan na yan. Kala mo, daming alam porket may porket may mga computer in their hands eh. Pero actually, that's false knowledge. What they just know just because they can do that. Pero, yung knowledge talaga na totoong pumapasok sa kaluluwa at isip at puso, hindi gumagana eh. I mean, I'm just generalizing, okay?
Then let's do something to guide them, because that is the weapon that not even martial law can prevent.
Yeah, yeah.
Yung social media.
If,
And it is within the reach of
hindi
everyone.
talaga, oo.
Now, pag yan, nagsalita lahat, sinabi nila, no, we don't want to be under China.
Yeah. That will
And
be
that's power.
something. Yeah. Just like what happened in China. That young boy, the 14-year-old guy, who fought and then nagkaroon ng yung government, grabe siya. Led by a young guy, and then he brought thousands of people in the streets. And they used social media. So I think that's how we can do it. Kaya lang Tito, you think with what your reputation has done, because so many people, I just want to say that so many people hate you, don't like you, think you're crazy, and so many other things. Does it not stop you from saying, oh shit, so walang makikinig sa akin?
I am above that. Yeah.
You are above it.
Yeah, I don't care about my popularity, my notoriety, as long as I say my piece, as long as I fight.
Okay.
So that's who I am. That's how raw.
Okay. So it doesn't matter to you if it literally does happen now or not. Basta ikaw lumaban ka. Yun yan.
As Pamatong quoted a certain queen in the Middle East, weep like a woman for losing a country
Yeah.
you failed to defend us.
Weep like a woman for losing a country you failed as a man. Oh. Wow. Yeah. I would imagine how a brave man would do that. Only a brave man can do that. Weep like a woman for losing a country and failing as a man. That's like yeah. Because as a man, as a guy for your country, all you can do is fight talaga, di ba? But if you lose, it's brave enough for you to accept it and tell the world that you're wrong and failed. Yun ang totoong bravery. So Tito, what if you die tomorrow? What do you think will happen?
First, I have no plan yet of dying tomorrow. I can postpone it for many weeks.
What if you're not in control? What if, like, you just suddenly don't wake up? Are you worried? Are you worried? This is my real question. If you die tomorrow, are you worried that what you fought for won't matter?
No,
Or
I think I can do more in death than in
Really?
life.
How? What do you mean? Like how?
I think it's one of the reasons why Duterte has been sparing my life. Because if I die, I may become a hero, a turning point of many
Yeah.
consciousness.
But Tito, you know what? For all reasons possible, it's like even if you die or stay or live for 100 years, I think what you've done matters anyway. Meaning, kasi meron naman talagang naniniwala sa'yo at sumusuporta sa'yo eh. Meron eh. So, that's why it doesn't matter how little your effort is or how much. Kasi the fact that you do effort, it matters eh. Like the story of that kid, di ba? You've heard of this kid na pumupulot siya ng starfish sa shore. Tapos ang dami starfish, libo-libo. Tapos sabi ng isang matanda sa kanya, "Hey kid, what are you doing?" Sabi ng kid, "I'm putting back the starfish sa dagat." Sabi ng matanda, dami niyan. It don't matter. Tapos ang ginawa ng bata, kumuha siya ng isang piraso. Tapos sinabi niya sa mama, "It matters to this one." Tapos tinapon sa dagat. So, that's what happens. It doesn't matter if you convince everybody in the country. What matters is you convince a few who will carry your vision. That's why if
No, I always believe that if you are honest with yourself, you will be contagion.
yes, exactly. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be a contagion. Para whatever happens, if an alien kidnaps me now and hindi na ako isolid bukas, at least yung contagion yung nagawa ko, papasa yun eh.
Pag nakita ka bukas, isusoli ka.
Isasali ako ng mga
Una, wala maglalansod sa'yo. Pangalawa, malakas kang kumain.
correct. Tapos sira ulo ako. So, sasabihin na sakit sa ulo to, ba't yung pinulot to?
Balik yun na.
Yeah. Pati ikaw, ganun din. So dito, first, I want you to have two messages. I hope you indulge in me, in my request. Please have us a message to the old people.
Alam po ninyo, marami ng salita nang galing sa bibig ko at sa bibig ng aking iniidolong kasama sa social media, si Mr. SP. But I can capsulize a message.
Makinig kayo mga matatanda. This is 45 and above. Makinig kayo. Ito daw yung message dito.
Iniibig ko ang Pilipinas.
That's it, guys. And read between the lines and everything that goes with it, shadow and all. So, sa mga bata naman, yung mga 15 to 35, the youth.
Ibigin niyo ang Pilipinas at lumaban kayo sa diktadura.
Malinis yan guys ha. That's two statements. So, whatever you do with it, bahala na kayo dyan. Kasi we can, people can only just try their best to do it. But kung ayaw nyo, di ba? Ganun lang naman kasimple yan eh. It's like like what I'm fighting for. I will fight for the young people. I told them, until my last breath, I will fight for you. Even if walang pumatol, basta ako, namatay akong pinaglaban ko kayo. Yun lang. Yun ang akin. Sayang. Yun yung akin. So, kahit na dami-daming umaaway sa akin, daming hate ako, sinasabi, sira ulo ko, adik ako, kung ano-ano pa. I don't care. Basta ako, I will, until my last breath, I will speak for the young. So, yun din yung gagawin ni Tito. So guys, you have to understand that this interview here is a very dangerous interview in a sense of what people can do to this interview because they can turn this around eh. Pwede nilang sabihin na, uy, si Mr. Speaks pala, anong tawag dun sa hate si anti-Duterte, or uy, si ganito. First of all, guys, I don't give a fuck what you think and who you think I am and what I am. Just because I featured Dito, he's my friend, and I love this person. We can agree to disagree, and why should we fight? Just in case we don't agree with something, why should we fight? Why should I not talk to him? And this is a Mind Revolution show. I will feature who I want. Whatever, gusto ko nga, maski kalaban ko, nandito sa harap ko, mag-interview ko ganun lang gusto ko dito eh. So, that's why guys, if you have a question mark in your heads, ba't pa yung interview ni Mr. Speaks tong si Kawaldi na to, si Raulo na to? Why not? Yun yung point ko. Why not? Since mag-uusap na naman tayo ng mga pang-mind revolutionizing stuff dito, di what best, di ba? Kundi yung mga mas talagang mabibigat na aspeto. Ba't ako mag-interview ng yung bati lang kami parate? Bias yun. Ayaw maging bias. Gusto ko pati yung grabing ganito, interviewin ko. I actually knew that when I will feature you dito, it will be kind of sort of, oops. Kasi malala ka eh. Malala ka masyado. Your children also warned me that, daan kayo ni Daddy kasi they know me also eh. So, yun. But let's go a little deeper Tito Waldi is a writer, journalist, and a professor. So, he wrote this book, A Country Run Like Hell.
And the picture and the cover is...
And the picture and the cover is Mr. Duterte, and then behind there. Okay? So, where is this available, Tito? Is it available in...
we run out of copies already.
Okay, you run out of copies. So, in case you're interested, just talk to me, ask me. By the way, this is a very controversial book, okay? So, I have a copy of this because Tito gave me. Eto, in a gist lang, Tito, what is this about?
This is about the truth on how a man has made a fool out of the country.
Okay, so guys, if you want, because sometimes kasi it's not because the book is speaking against your whoever you believe in, you don't buy it na eh. Sometimes nga, maski yung mga kumukontra, bibilin mo to, for knowledge, to read. Malay mo, may nakasulat dito na something that will, crack your mind about things. Like, ganun yan eh. Parang ito, kaibigan ko, sobrang obsessed kay Michael Jackson yan. Pero may interviews kaming nahanap sa YouTube na kontra kay Michael Jackson. Pinapanood din niya. Bakit? Kasi gusto mo malaman. For information nga, kaya may ganitong libro, di ba? So,
andito kung paano pinatay ang isang radio commentator sa Davao. And the killer was featured in the Senate during a hearing with his affidavit.
okay.
I got a copy of his affidavit and I had it reproduced here.
Okay.
In total as is.
Okay.
Like it's a photo of the affidavit.
Okay.
And he admitted before the Senate that he was paid by Mr. Duterte 3 million pesos in order to kill a journalist. And
Was he already the president when he did that?
He was the mayor of Davao.
Okay.
And it is here. And the mechanics and the reason why the armed forces of the Philippines bombed Marawi. There is no such thing as ISIS or Maute group. There is Maute. But Maute is just like a name. Like there is a Carbonell, there is a Galang, there is a Makilan, there is a Gualin.
Okay.
It's just a surname.
Okay.
But for the military to say terror group and then bomb the whole city, that's a crime done before our eyes.
Okay.
And we are taking it very casually. Okay lang.
So, I'll say it again. Are you saying that there is no ISIS?
There is no ISIS in the Philippines.
So it's like ano lang,
No, ISIS.
dami lang na ano.
What does ISIS mean? Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. What is its goal? I have seen how it grew because these young boys whose parents and villages were bombed in Baghdad grew up after 20 years. They're now 21, 22 years old, and they want to drive the American government out. So Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS. What contribution can Malawi do to Iraq in order to kick out the American government, the puppet government of Iraq? Paano magkakaroon ng ISIS dito? And then after...
There's no reason for it.
Yeah, after some of this military reading the book, siguro nakita nila, kaya naman. Hindi na nila ginagamit yung ISIS. ISIS inspired. Inspired na. ISIS inspired group. So, unless somebody writes about it, kahit na lahat hindi magbasa, meron isang general nakabasa. Bistado tayo nito. Okay, change the plan. ISIS inspired na. Like we have been poisoned so much our mind, and we allow them. Halimbawa, NPA. Bakit natin mas hate ang NPA? Why? Nobody can answer right away. Why do you hate NPA? Hindi mo alam. Basta tinuruan ka, ma-hate mo. And then love Bongo, Bato de la Rosa. You forgive General Albayalde. You forgive General Sinas. Tapos galit ka kay Joe Masison. Why? Naging drug lord ba yan? Magnanakaw ba yan? Pareho ni Bong Revilla? And yet we forgive Bong Revilla just because marunong siya magbudot-budot at siya ay panday-panday sa movie. We were all idiotized as a country, as a people. We condemn the wrong people and we hail as heroes the culprits of this God-forsaken country. Paano malalab itong si Duterte?
How do you think they've done this? Like, what's in your head na how have all the Filipinos turned into this?
Tamad mag-isip at masyadong nauuna ang karuwagan. Masyado tayong duwag na mag-isip. Kaya baka tayo mapahamak dyan. Baka wag kang mag-participate dyan sa interview ni Mr. Speak. Huwag kang mag-react, huwag kayong mag-text ng in favor. Pati-trace kayo. Ayun, na-idiotize lahat. Can you imagine?
So,
for instance, ito na lang yung fact na makikita natin. Merong line-up ang mga senatorial candidates 2 years ago. 8 diretso.
yeah, I know that.
Decent,
Not one came in.
decent, intellectual people. Romy Macalintal, ganyan. Shell Jokno. Ano ang issue ni Duterte against Shell Jokno? Ang laki kasi ng ipin. Paano mananalo pagka sinadura ang laki ng ipin? Kailangan yan ipahasa dun sa nagbibisikleta yung kanyang ipin para manalo. And he lost. Yung 8 diretso sa impyerno. And they all lost. That's the power of Duterte. And Bongo, yung head waiter sa Marco Polo who keeps giving drugs and girls to Duterte, became a senator. What kind of people are they? Sabihin na natin nadaya sila. Nadaya tayo ng Smartmatic. Dapat pagbabatuhin natin yung Comelec. Dapat i-condemn natin yung Smartmatic because they have practically disenfranchised us from our real votes. Hindi naman ako naniniwala ganyan ka-idiotic ang mga Pilipino. Pero pagka minumura na ultimong Diyos at pinapalakpakan natin yung nagmura, something must be very wrong about the Filipino psyche and we have to do something about it. We have to have more program like this in order to change that. Minumura ang Diyos at nagsasabi na you shoot the female NPA members sa kanilang vital organ, sa kanilang pagkababae. And we forgive it. We forgive the guy who says, pinasok ang kwarto ng maid namin. Tinignan ko, tinanggal ko yung blanket. Tinignan ko kung ano nasa loob ng panty at aking ginalaw ng konti. And the people clap. And still may pumupuri pa kay Duterte. If up to now, meron pumupuri kay Duterte, this country is in danger. Kinakailangan mabago yan. Purihin mo ang tama, purihin mo ang mabuti. Kinukondem din yung Dilawan. And they don't even know why. Dilawan, Pinoy Aquino, sabi nila, si Pinoy Aquino nagbenta ng China, ng Pilipinas sa China. Ang proof si Pinoy Aquino ang nagdemanda laban sa China. Nanalo tayo kaya lang lumabas ang desisyon panahon ni Duterte. And anong una niya sinabi? How can we implement that? Tapos last SONA, July 22, 2020, ano sabi niya? Hindi ko kaya in China, inutil ako. Then 2 days ago, meron naman siya statement. Hindi ako takot sa China. Takot ako baka walang kalaban-laban tayo. Maubos tayo. In one statement, 2 lies. And we forgive him. And we are all like this. Sabi nga nung aking nakasama sa Iraq, I was an international war correspondent. It's part of my being baliw. Other than being an author of a book and being a former professor of Polytechnic University of the Philippines, that's how baliw I was. I was also a baliw correspondent for ANC. And I was there in Baghdad. Yung mga nakaibigan ko na kasama ko habang binobomba ang Iraq, nandun kami sa
ikaw lang yan. Ikaw lang ang nakapunta doon ng
Baghdad side, the only Filipino.
Yeah.
Sa Baghdad side, kung saan kami binobomba. Sabi ng Amerikano, these guys are really crazy, kami raw. Ako international lang pagtingin sa akin, ako'y crazy. Can you imagine they're covering the war beyond enemy lines? Ako, the Baghdadis are not my enemies. If they're your enemy, they're not mine. I'm there as a journalist, therefore I'm neutral.
Guys, si Tito Waldi lang yung pumunta doon. As in, sa buong mundo na journalist and whatever, si Tito Waldi lang at yung team mo, ilan kayo nun? Dalawa lang kayo. Yeah. Sila lang ang pumunta mismo beyond enemy lines na journalists. Kaya nga lahat ng mga katabi nila Tito, pati mga ano doon, soldiers, gulat eh. Parang, ba't kayo nandito? Walang support yun, di ba? By the government? Wala. They really just went. Na-feature ka, di ba, about that sa foreign, were you featured because of that?
Oh yes, I've been in forums. Actually, yeah. I've been invited as a speaker in many forums around the world.
Yes.
And I always tell the audience something that would shock them. That I saw the weapons of mass destruction in Baghdad.
Yeah.
And up to now, nobody saw that. But I declare that I saw it. So they were scandalized, and I have to explain. I saw the weapons of mass destruction being dropped by American airplanes upon the people of Baghdad. Yun ang weapons of mass destruction. Bakit tayo sumusuko sa propaganda ng Amerikano na sila yung bida, sila yung inaapi? Paano mo naapi? Kayo nagbobomba. Yan ang weapons of mass destruction, yung binabagsak ninyo. But let's come back to our country.
Yes.
Dito sa ating bansa, naririnig ko because I grew up as a Catholic. My mother, each time na wala kami pambayad ng matrikula, maglalakad sa Quiapo. Diyos ko. Like many Filipinos, minura si Cristo, pinapalakpakan si Duterte. So up to now, generally, when I will look straight into the eye, anyone who will still speak well of Duterte must have his conscience re-examined and redirected. Minura Diyos nyo. Pinapalakpakan nyo. Hindi ba huwag mo ipagtanggol ang Diyos? Huwag mo naman pupurihin yung nagmura. Hindi ba na nakasama na sa karuwagan ng Pilipino yung hindi ko kontra? Pero huwag mo naman iboboto. O kaya hanggang ngayon.
Tito, I wanna ask you something. I don't think you're alone in this. Are you this brave? Forgive me. I want to ask this. Are you this brave because you have may kakampi ka ba dito? I mean, I can't seem to marry the thought of you being this matapang, tas grabe yung mga binibitawan nyo na salita dito, tapos mag-isa ka lang. You must have something that makes you at least feel safe when you step out of here. And I mean, are you protected or in some sort, whatever? I don't know what I'm asking, but I hope you understand what I mean.
Well, if you're referring to whether I have bulletproof cars, no, I don't. Whether I have like some matapang journalists or pro-Duterte now have their own bodyguards and retinue of convoy of cars. Yeah. I don't have that.
What do you have?
I have faith. I have truth.
As in alone? You're literally alone in this?
Hindi naman.
Hindi naman.
Hindi naman.
Like what? Like what? I want to gusto ko siwalat yung hindi naman. Like what? Like what do you have? Do you have some people who also protects you and is with you in this?
Yes, I cannot name most.
Yeah, no, I'm not asking you to name.
Yeah, I believe
You
that
do.
fighting for the truth is not a lonely battle.
Oh, you have other people who are with you in this.
Well, physically, right now I have two.
Yeah.
I have a fraternity brother.
Yeah.
And I have my muse.
Yeah. So, but in your fight for this, you have naman other people behind you.
Well, if you're thinking about whether I am a part of a party, political,
no.
I'm not.
Yeah, no.
Whether whether I have the NPA behind me, no, I'm not with them. Whether I have a renegade group of soldiers, no, I don't.
But friends.
Oh, I have friends who would profess.
Who would back you up?
Yeah. But I don't expect more than a text message. Kawali, kasama mo kami.
Okay, yeah. That's
Nasa
it.
likod mo kami.
Yeah, that's it. Pero hindi yung tipong would go with you and hindi.
Siguro meron, pero I have not yet tried.
Yeah. Well, let's see if that happens. But
No,
so far,
ayokong ipahamak sila. Because as you said, parang naiiba ako na parang bakit ka nag-iisa? Because baka magsama ako at napalaban at ako'y lalaban. Pag napalaban, ay siya tinamaan at hindi ako, wow, I will die 1,000 deaths.
Yeah. Mag-guilty ka doon. Okay. Grabe, ano to guys. I want to say this. This is like a lonely fight. I mean, you're saying that it's not a lonely fight, but I think it is. But I really think it's worth a fight. Lonely or not, I think it's really worth a fight. You know why? Tito, this show of mine, this particular episode with you, this will be immortalized. This will be seen by generations to come. Because this is going to be posted online. The whole world will see this. And generations will see this. Even after like 10, 20, 50 years, this will be available and will be seen by people. They will know about you. And it doesn't matter if they join you or not. At least your mark is there.
You're right. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
What will matter is something like this.
What?
When the country is being abused by this Idi Amin of Davao, namely Rodrigo Roa Inutil Duterte, what have you done? Yan ang father son. What did your father do? Was your father a part of the military? Was your father a part of the government? And you, what have you done? Did you text back and say the president is wrong? Did you text back and say don't vote for the criminals? Don't vote for the plunderers? Don't forgive and relay? Have you done anything significant in order to fight for your country?
Have you done anything significant to fight for your country? That's pretty general, guys. That's not about it's not about the president anymore. It's about you. This is about you becoming the Filipino that you are. Have you done anything significant to fight for your country? It's guys, that statement is actually very specifically towards the Filipinos. It's not against anything but just towards you. Have you done anything significant? Ang dami-dami kasing mga nagagalit dito. Mga bata, mga teenager, mga taga-UP, mga taga-ganito, mga taga-ganyan. Ang dami-daming galit na galit. Pero galit lang talaga sila. Wala naman silang nagagawa. Ano message mo sa mga galit na galit lang?
That will be a good start. Let's do something about that anger.
Yun. Kasi, if you're just mad as hell and screaming your ass off, tapos, uwi ka lang ulit, tapos, tulog ka lang, kain ka lang, just be the young person, reckless and whatever, what's the use?
You have your weapons, your cell phones.
Yeah.
Huwag lang panay text-text yan at kung ano-ano lang. Use it as a weapon. You say, I love my country.
It is actually a weapon. It is a weapon. So,
Tama na yun.
it can bring down nations.
Inibig ko, Pilipinas.
I want to say this. If all the young people are like this, yung ano lang yung heart let's take away yung galit ni Tito, yung hindi naman daw personal, ilang beses niya inulit yun. Yung galit niya sa gobyerno. Okay, yung personal lang. If everyone is this emotional and would fight for their country as a Filipino, you think we will be a third world country in the eyes of the world? I don't think so. Because to begin with, we're not. We're not a third world country. We are a first world country that's hidden and suppressed by the rest of the world because they know how powerful Filipinos are. Imagine if we act on it. I believe that we are the most powerful, one of the most powerful race in the world.
Okay, I'll go back to where I was back then.
Go.
Yung kasama kong journalist, si Peter Gunter, hindi ko na matandaan kung ano yung pangalan ng kanyang dyaryo or TV station. Nag-text sa akin, then tumawag sa messenger. Nakikita ko, sabi niya, I've been watching the television and the YouTube, and I see the people are still living normal lives, and you have 220 Chinese naval ships in Palawan,
Yeah.
and you're all happy, you're very casual, you're not bothered. Then I started asking myself, oh man, bakit tayo ganito ka-abnormal as a country? Then I thought of something worse. I saw a God-fearing country na yung Diyos nila tinawag na stupid, and they're taking it casually. Ako, I am a Muslim convert. I respect all religion, but I disrespect all of them at the same time if they do not even defend their God, or at least say something against the man who defamed and blasphemed their God. Anong klaseng tao tayo? We can change that. Ngayon, dyan tayo sa cellphone. Lahat may weapon. Kalimutan ninyo yung baril. Hindi weapon ang baril. Meron kang baril,
Hindi nga.
there will always be some guys with more money and more guns who will be more powerful than
Than
you.
you. Yeah.
But if you have truth in your heart,
That is a weapon. Yeah. Just
then
like me.
cellphone and load.
Yeah.
Lumabang ka na.
Your truth and load and Wi-Fi.
Yeah, lumabang ka.
Kasi
Start with that.
dito, I just posted the other day lang, sabi ko, when you speak your truth, it is always worth the mess.
It's a weapon.
Yeah. The mess that it does, dahil nagsalita ka ng katotohanan mo, it's always worth it. Kahit anumang gulo mangyari pagkatapos mo magsalita ng katotohanan mo, worth it siya parati. Worth it parati. That's why I believe in people who fight for their truths. Kahit anuman yun. Pero basta, we can measure naman dito eh. if your truth is crazy ba talaga o masama eh. Mayroon namang logic eh. May logic naman sa truths ng mga tao eh. Yung mga pilosopo dyan, paano kung truth ko pumatay? Di gago ka.
No, truth and belief are two different things.
Yeah.
Yung truth is truth. It is untarnished.
And
It
that's
is
yours.
different,
That's yours.
Hindi, truth yun eh.
Yeah.
It's not even yours alone.
Kumbaga parang, it's like
Truth.
fact.
Yeah,
It's
truth
fact.
is universal.
Yeah. Kumbaga, pag nalagyan ng tubig ang papel, mababasa. Fact. Hindi siya yung depende sa'yo kung sa tingin mo nabasa o hindi. Hindi siya ganun.
Pagka mainit yung kandila at yung apoy ay hinawakan mo, talaga ang katotohanan niyan ay mapapaso ka.
Yun talaga siya. Whether your mind will say no or...
It's not
whatever.
relative.
Yeah. It's not no. So Tito, what is your message to all of the... I'm interested in this, to all of the OFWs who, as Filipinos, leave the country and say na walang pag-asa dito, tapos umalis at magkukumahog doon, hirap na hirap. Anong masasabi mo sa kanila?
Magsibali ka na kayo rito, sama-sama tayo. Unang-una, paglaban muna natin ang ating bansa. Pag hindi ninyo kayang bumalik dito, kahit saan man kayo naroon, iparamdam ninyo kung anong tama. Like that lady, what's her name? Lynn Silawan. She's almost alone somewhere in Taiwan. Nagsasabi siya na mali ito, mali yan, mali. Pinapa-deport ng Department of Labor and Employment. Sabi ng Taiwan, ayaw namin i-deport yan. Wala naman siyang violation sa visa. Nung tinawagan ko yung secretary, bakit niyo pinapa-deport yan? Galit na galit kay Duterte. Sinisira niya si Duterte. How is that a crime? Enough to deport and to deny her sustenance for the family? Bayan yan.
Because she's not here, di ba?
Oh.
She's in Taiwan. I'm curious, what is enough to deport somebody out there? Ano bang crime ang dapat para may karapatan
Well, number one, huwag mong iba-violate yung iyong visa.
Okay, yeah.
Yung visa mo, halimbawa, ikaw ay tourist.
Oo, tourist.
Bawal magtrabaho. Kung
Hindi ka
nagtrabaho ka,
talaga, oo.
deport ka. Siyempre, yung basic laws nila
Ng country.
ng country,
Kung
host
nasan ka.
country.
Oo.
Nahuli ka na meron kang binumbog.
Oo, ganun. No?
Nahuli ka na...
Well, except for those obvious ones, ano pa? In the sense of saying something. Wala, no?
Wala.
Kasi ano yan eh, opinion siya eh, no?
You cannot be deported just because you
said
said something against your president back in the Philippines.
You can't.
So, di lalo ka dapat pagpauwiin.
Oo nga, actually, oo nga, no?
Di dapat lalo kang bigyan ng...
Oo, logically.
Dapat
Dapat ka na lang, gano'n.
dapat lagyan ka ng proteksyon. Sapagkat pag umuwi ka, ikaw ipapahuli nila Sinas o nila Bato de la Rosa or other hoodlums in uniform na sinisweldo na yun ng mga Pilipino. That's another tragedy. Yung mga gumagawa na masama, sinisweldohan natin. Binibigyan natin ng kanilang magandang kabuhayan, nagnanakaw pa, nag-recycle pa ng droga, at sinasaluduhan ng mga pulis, ang kanilang general. Dapat sa mga general na ganyan, binibitay natin ng patiwarik. And I will volunteer to put some hands between their legs. Tapos sila ng katiwarik.
May tanong ako. Katulad ni President Duterte who speaks like that, ikaw ba lahat ng sinabi mo, kaya mo siyang gawin?
I have yet to say something na isa lang ang nasabi ko na baka hindi ko kayang gawin.
Ano po yan?
Wala akong plano mamatay bukas.
Ayan.
That's beyond me. That is
but so far,
Allah's.
lahat ng sinasabi mo, kaya mo siyang panindigan.
Sa akin tingin ay hindi ko sasabihin pag ako'y magka-cover to what I have said. Ano ba, sinabi ni Duterte nung siya nagkakampanya, I will end the drug menace in 6 months or I resign. I will stop corruption or I will resign. I will stop crime or I will resign. Yung drug, napakagandang battle cry. Yung drug, at maraming pinapatay. Pinapalakpakan ng mga Pilipino. Sino napatay? Kian de los Santos, Kim Ramos, Michael Shapno, mga inosente. Yung drug lord, cabinet member niya, Michael Young. Oh, anyone who wants to sue me for libel, don't sue this guy. You sue me. I am the one saying it. Michael Young, Peter Lim, and Alan Chang, Alan Uy, are compadres of President Duterte, and they are all drug lords. General Oscar Albayalde is a drug lord, and that has been publicized, and it was the reason for his being ousted from his post, and he got his pension back. Hindi siya nakulong. Is this anti-drug war? And we forgive Duterte for those crimes? Hindi niya pinanindigan. Anong sabi niya? I will go to Spratly, ride a jet ski, and I will plant the Philippine flag. And sabihin ko, this is ours. Napakaganda, palakpakan na boto. Kaya lang, wala siyang certificate of candidacy. Pero naging presidente. Pinatawad ng Pilipino, alam mo, nung nanalo, October 16 or 4 months after his swearing in as president, hindi na siya sumakay ng jet ski. Sumakay ng jet plane at punta kay Xi Jinping and declare him a friend and give him permission to fish in our country and exploit the natural resources of our country. That is against the Constitution. Because in Section 7, Article 12 of the Constitution, it says that all the resources and wealth within the economic zone of this country is only available for Filipinos. Hindi pwede mo sabihin, is my friend, pwede rin siya. And that's unconstitutional. That is impeachable. Ngayon, bakit hindi siya na-impeach? Duterte again said, anyone who will file an impeachment case against me, I will have him arrested. Not one congressman filed. At this is very sad kasi nagpunta dyan ng mga inchik. Sila ay shoulder to shoulder dyan sa karagatan natin. Tayo ay dinuduhagi. Tayo ini-invade. Not one congressman stood against it except Senate 4 days ago, 5 days ago, filed the resolution. Ito mga dilawan na naman. Rilon, Pangilinan, Laila de Lima, Ontiveros, Gordon this time, and there were 11 of them. Hindi ko inaasahan yan, pero bumabawi ito sa Revilla. He signed also. And Lito Lapid, he signed na condemning in the strongest possible term. Siyempre, hindi sila nagsulat yan. Against the intrusion or the incursion of Chinese naval vessels into our shores. Dito sa ating kalupaan ngayon, let us make the lives of all these Chinese invaders miserable. Huwag natin iparamdam na sila ay welcome dito. Kung kaibigan sila ng Duterte, we make them feel that they are not our friends. Paramdam ninyo, gamitin ninyo yung weapon ninyo, yung cellphone ninyo to better use. And tell each other, we love this country, we do not want to be a province of China, we do not want Duterte to be defending China. Kasi nabasa ko itong at it inspired me to write it. If the government cannot, if the government no longer protects us from the corrupt, if the government no longer protects us from the corrupt, but protects the corrupt from us, it is our duty to destroy that government.
ito meron akong tanong. Forgive me.
Ang dami mo nagtanong ako.
May Chinese ka ba na kaibigan?
Teka, i-qualify ko ha. Hindi lahat ng Chinese naman ay komunista. Hindi lahat ng Chinese ay masama.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just want to get here because I know they're gonna say this. Papangunahan ko na sila. So you have a Chinese friend.
Yes.
You have Chinese friends. Yes. So what are you? How are you going to separate that to what you're saying that's make the Chinese not feel welcome in this country? How do you say that to your friend who's Chinese? I mean, ano nun? Ano naman ang difference nun? Paano ka magbabago naman dun sa angulo na yun kung may kaibigan kang Chinese? Hindi sila kasali dun sa sinasabi mo niya.
Pag sila ay kakampi dito sa mga Chinese na invade sa atin,
Correct.
and I think 90% of them kakampihan.
Kakampihan.
Lahat ng kakampi ng aking kaaway o gumagawa ng hindi mabuti sa aking bansa ay kaaway ko.
Okay. So far, yung mga kaibigan mo na Chinese, hindi naman.
Hindi naman. Pero meron ko isang kaibigan na Chinese.
Na?
Tinatanong ko sa kanya, paano mo sasabihin ng China go home? Sa Talinchi. Sabi niya, hindi ko pwede sabihan iyo. Kasi Chinese din ako. See? Almost all other nations are nationalists.
Yeah.
Ang Hapon, they are very loyal to Japan.
Yeah.
Ang France,
Yeah.
France to France.
Lalo na ang Germans.
German to German. Russian to Russian.
Yeah.
Filipino, teka, isipin ko, hindi naman lahat ng insik dapat Filipino, for Filipino, kasi ito Chinese, tinatanong ko. And I was able to get it sa Google. China, go home, get out. You know how to say that in Chinese? I'll teach you.
How?
Chongko, kunta.
Kunta.
No.
Chongko. Kunta.
Chongko, kunta. If you cannot pronounce that, it's forgivable. You say, Chongko, botak. Okay.
Tito, what's your last message, Tito? I know that's going to be short because I know you. What's your last message before we say goodbye to my speakers and the ones who you might have broken and you might have broken people here in this interview kasi I'm sure grabe itong mga pinagsasabi mo sa utak nila ngayon, lalo na mga kabataan ngayon. I'm sure they're like, what? So what's your message to everybody, Tito?
Walang ibang tutulong sa ating bansa.
Tayo lang. Yan yun. Yan yung gusto niya sabihin. Tayo lang. I know you too well. Walang ibang tutulong sa ating bansa. Tayo lang. Filipinos, you should be patriotic. Should be. I mean, everybody should be patriotic. In a sense of truth and fighting for the right and everything. But, again, for the last time, I'm going to say, everything that Tito Waldi said here is his, and I wanted to listen to it, and I wanted you guys to hear it, kasi gusto ko na masiwalat naman din yung sinasabi niya. Hindi dahil necessary na kailangan kong kumampi. Hindi ko kailangan kumampi kay Tito. Hindi ko kailangan kumontra. Because by default, having a show like this, you cannot be biased. Hindi pwede. Kasi ano yun, otherwise, hindi to bukas sa lahat. Dapat to, gawa ko ng show para sa mga, hindi, bukas ako sa lahat eh. So, I welcome Tito's grabe na controversial na ideas here. Now, whatever you do with it, bahala na kayo. But I hope it awakened who it awakens. At kung sino man na magalit dahil may sinabi siya, good luck sa galit nyo.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Oy, sa kanya lang ha. Huwag sa akin ha. So, but, I will say this. There are some things that he said that I agree with. There are some that I don't. But it's nothing personal. I'm not mad at him for saying it. He's not mad at me for saying I don't agree with some. It doesn't matter because we respect each other. We have our differences. We're matured enough to take it. And I love this guy. And I guess he loves me too. So, we have to do this. So, in respect to everybody's differences there at mga prinsipyo nyo, hindi namin to sinasadyang banggain yun, pero si Tito, I'm sure babanggain niya, binangga niya talaga, kasi yun naman talaga ang gusto niya. So deal with it, okay? That's what this show is here for, to revolutionize minds. So, a revolution naman is really like this yung talagang,
Pagbabago.
Oo, kailangan talaga mambasag to change So that's what it is. So thank you guys. I know you guys are rattled. If the others are not, good on you. Ang tapang nyo. Pero kung yung mga iba na shaken, chill, sit back, relax, think about it. At yung mga galit, good luck sa galit nyo. Now, once again, this is Mr. Waldy Carbonell. And then this is his book, A Country Run Like Hell. If you are interested to know what this book is about, give me a chat. And then we'll talk with Tito kung meron pang kopya, kung pwede bang i-produce pa para makapagbigay ng kopya. It doesn't matter. If you want this book for a research or whatever, sige lang, tell me about it. We'll reach Tito for it. Maraming salamat sa mga manonood at nanonood. Tito, thank you so much for being here and speaking your truth and being vulnerable here. And I like that quote, you can weep like a woman if you failed to protect your country as a man. Shit, ganda na. Thank you so much, Tito.
By the way, that's not mine.
Yes, that's not your. It's a quote by, do you know?
Yeah, Queen Isa.
Queen Isa.
And I picked that up from the library of President Eli Veris Pamatong.
Okay. Thank you so much, and I hope I'll interview that guy, okay?
You got my word for it.
Yay! Thank you guys. This has been episode 6 of Mindrev. Thank you. Bye-bye.